Assalamu alaikum, I'm ZAID bin REYAZ and we are the members of the group Our Group. Our group members include ABDIRAHAMAN, Muhammad ISMAIL and Muhammad AABIS. So our for the introduction, our app has been aimed towards the cafe owners or the sellers in the cafes. The application is aimed to create a single mode of payment inside the university for the students. Many cafes still don't offer the online payment for the students, uh, or the students can't pay using specific banks because sometimes they are offline, so it's not possible for them to pay. Also, some of the cafes they just offer to take the money in cash, so the students who are not carrying cash or and don't have the option to pay online, it's not convenient for them. Also, for the cash, the students have the ATMs are not nearby, so to the mahalas, and the students have to walk to it, which takes a lot of time because most of the students don't have their own transport. So how the app would work is that the sellers will be able to open the app, and the food items ordered by the students they will be able to add it to the cart, and then they can scan the QR code, which will be linked to the student's bank account. The QR code will be present on the matric card of the students, so it would be every student will have his own matric card. So it would be really convenient for the student, since he already has to carry his matric card everywhere inside the university, so he doesn't have to carry even his phone or his wallet to the cafe to pay them. So coming to the objectives are to make the payment easier for the students, and if there is a mode of payment which is like accessible to all of the students and is same for each and every student inside the university, it would be really better, since they don't have to rely on some different banks, or they don't have to it would be same for every student, so it would be more accessible since it would be present in every cafe. So even if you go to some different cafes, most of each of the UI cafe will have this payment. It would be also really easy since they are already carrying their matric cards everywhere, so it will be really easy to pay for them. They just have to show the seller the QR code and he'll be able to get the payment from it.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman Mahmoud Ismail with the matric number of 1718215. This is our app flow chart, and it shows all the steps after user login. Here is the cafe list and the R card, scan QR code, all the stuff. If and the main part is if it's accepted, it goes back to the cafe list. If rejected, it will go to the card and choose again for the. Here is our wireframe app. As you can see, the first page is the login page, which has email and password. After the person login, it goes to the cafe selection, which cafe he want and which mahalla. After that, it shows the menu and the food. After the person choose the food, it will go to the cart. After cart, this QR code for the payment.
Alaikum. My name is Mohammad Abbas. I'm here to present you how our app works. So basically, this is the interface of our app. This is the home page. We have used React Native infrastructure for developing our project Android app. React has been gaining popularity in the last few years, and rightfully so. Making apps in React Native is preserved compared to native languages like we have Java or Swift. React Native domain encompasses a huge variety of mobile app features which can create almost 90% of the apps today. Firebase is a back-end as a service that provides an advantage to mobile developers who use React Native for developing mobile applications. Firebase is a platform that got acquired by Google and has a healthy and active community. In addition, for Android, we need SDK tools and Android Studio, especially to set up a developer environment. Let's go through few of the primary coding snippets. When it comes to login, we are using static authentication for the time being. Later provisions of sign up or registering new user will included. We extract the login credentials provided by the user and pass them to remove any empty spaces or characters, and compare it with the one stored in Firebase structure. If the user is authenticated successfully, they are provided with an interface to select their particular cafe or interest. This is facilitated through button-based GUI components that present the user to available items, also depict by images and buttons have been enlightened to the right to add the particular items to the cart. Item information received as parameters from are presented inside the cart, and checked out is facilitated by enabling a flash scan of QR by evoking Android system cells. 5 QR codes are already stored in Firebase structure for validating the proof of concept. The QR code detected is built successfully. Thanks, that's all from me.
Now coming to the future enhancements, first what we will want to do is first we will have to add the sign up feature, and the admin role should be defined as well, where we could add or remove the users. Secondly, the authentication right is static right now, so it should be dynamic. Like the email address has been verified within the code, it should be verified, actually stored in the database first and then retrieved from there. Thirdly, we would want to work on the GUI features so that it could be more user friendly, and also measure the responsiveness of the app and try to make it better, make it as in make it more responsive for the user. And then if possible for the cafe owner, make it possible for the cafe owners to edit the catalog, like the cart option, so though they can add their or edit the menu over there. Also the QR code, it is also registered within the code of the app, which again the admin should be able to update, since it is not there are a lot of students inside the university, so the admin should be able to update uh, as many QRs as he wants to. And then we would at last try want to update the authentication setup. So in the beginning of the app where you have to log in, it should ask you like if you are a seller or you are an admin, and then uh, it will be able to detect if you are an admin, it will take you to a different interface, and if you are a seller, then it should take you to a different interface, which would be really feasible for everyone.
And for the conclusion, this project aims to make things easier for both cafe owners and the students for profiling a convenient platform. It is built using React Native and Firebase, with more time to learn a language, additional features and improvements in the ABIS interface, payment, and security can be added to make more user friendly.